contact. Jaycock starts in goal. Tom Hamer, Lewis Monsma. Enzo Manesca said yesterday he'd follow the same path as usual, and there's a club that looks after their community. It looks to
last season, so we'll see how he goes tonight.
Happens that link. Here he goes again. Ages. Chelsea will have to watch out for these, and that has caused a few trouble. Boot on the end of it. His pressure on. Lovely reverse ball, and off the post from Monsma. What a start that would have been. Just over long throws, one of the chief weapons. So Lincoln get us off and underway. Set for the Howler. Lincoln keeping that 60 seconds in. Fofana could put it away. Start that would have been. Just over 60 seconds in. Fofana could put it away. Long at set-piece situations. Fofana a little slow to get rid of it again. They'll be right up for it again. Chelsea haven't yet settled. Hamer's header. The goalkeeper...
He has.
There's another of the long balls, and there's another across the back. Andre Santos with a good foot in, comes out and clatters his own player, Fofana, and the referee will stop things to allow treat. A looping one for you. Choose to unsettle Chelsea. Long balls, long throws, because normally you might pop it out, but here you might this time. They really don't want to concede a throw. I think that's something that's going to have to just start dropping for them. In half so far. Here is Malo Gusto, and there's a season when in week 2 at Wimbledon. Ifu pops it in, and again a free header on the far side. Chelsea didn't compete, chose not to. There's the shot from Hamer, and it will go out of play. And this is another opportunity to realised. Back for Hamer, who just got caught late by James Garnacho, with a little touch from Darikwa, who is wondering why he's been pinged for that. The referee. Deepest is the skipper, Tendai Darikwa, who pops it in again, and there's free space again, and it flashes wide. And Chelsea just standing off. This time I think it was Draper, was it?
Yeah, he does really well there, actually.
Now Long forward, the little touch off. I think he'll have a quick...
Just Pryor. Gusto. Yeah, no contact, that's just a slip, but Draper... Yeah, he can go round Gusto there. He's trying to manufacture the contact to get the spot kick award.
Plenty in there for the first time, but it's very, very... Well, these are the nights that, as a fan, he says he gets very, very nervy about. They seem to have seen off the early onslaught from Lincoln. And
yeah, that early spell from the home side just subsided. Chelsea will be feeling more
Still getting the booze. The former Red Devil, now playing against the Imps in the job. Here's Gittins. She levels up is the thing against Premier League fitness. Garnacho goes down. That didn't look like much, and the referee indeed wags a finger and says no. Monsma, who had that early shot off the post, is the man to clear. And if Chelsea can't recycle it quickly like that, then that's where they can cause trouble. Gittins ball in, moved on swiftly by Santos, and clipped in to Gittins, who gets there first, but can't keep it down. Very nearly ended in with the Chelsea fans.
Yeah, really important for Chelsea.
Hato, Santos, Gittins, Buonanotte. Garnacho will have the 18-yard box for Gusto. Doesn't have much to aim occasion, Hamer. There'll be plenty more opportunities. This time he's played it back. Towler can toss it up. Referees allowed things to go on. Darikwa pops it. It's a great making sure they force them inside each time. Lincoln. Santos dives in, doesn't get the ball. We might see the first yellow here. And Andre Santos is the recipient. Forrest as well. Now hoping to make his mark. Fofana can shirt. Hamer prepares to launch another one. Oh, it's got all the way through, and very nearly Draper just preparing for a touch that he didn't quite get. On the far, try and put a decent ball in from a different angle. You can tell when he has the ball, because the crowd noise changes dramatically, and that is going to be a free kick. Towler followed him a long way, remains with him. Plenty to aim for in blue, and it's over everybody though. 1967-68 they did as well. Here they come down the right-hand side. There's a touch from Fofana, just denying Street a chance to get on the end of the ball, but House once again peeling away. Again. Pop one into a crowded area. Sonny Bradley down, and just wide. Another effort on goal, not on target, but it is an alarmingly free header.
Yeah, very little. job done.
Here's Fernandez and Garnacho, and Lincoln want offside. They'll have to just make sure they pop the ball away as Wolves go ahead in their game in round 3-2. Garnacho just darting in off the left-hand side this. That's a neat little flick. And once again, with 31 on the clock, into the far post. Hamer with a big leap. Now Jurgensen doesn't get anything on the punch. Oh, and I think Bradley got in the way of his own player. Toss back in to the far post. They're queuing up there. A player. Toss back in to the far post. They're queuing up there. And they have to deal with it. McGrandles with a really good cross. Chelsea just not. Garnacho back. Good little push in the back. Well, when they go in, Gusto's touch. Garnacho was followed all the way. Gomez in their game at Barnsley. Gittins has crossed over. Malo Gusto making a little dart on the right-hand side. There's a little touch. Gusto, suddenly they are past that first line, but not past Hamer, who has not let anything through so far. Bent down the line. Can Street get them? Enzo Fernandez for Buonanotte.
Half-time just to raise the levels of his side.
Like something brewing. Tyreek George for Fernandez, suddenly crowded out, squeezed through to the... Gittins has wriggled away. Jamie Gittins with efforts and numbers to aim at, and side netting is the end result. And there were plenty of Esteval's case who might be able to change the game. Street is offside, but while you're watching that, they've scored, and Street from the other side has plundered the opening goal. Chelsea making a hash of getting rid of the ball and playing out. Lincoln gobbling up the opportunity, and their pressure pays off. Hato can pick it up. Fernandez can pop it in.
Right now and then be comfortable tonight so he can blood a few of the younger players.
That's neatly done. Gusto. Had to be a little quicker, but... And he comes to the near post. Straight back in. Now there's a foul on the edge of the box. Is that, well, Lincoln want one further up the pitch. Chelsea want one in the box. House, who's back helping out. English.
Lincoln City starters from the weekend waiting in reserve here, so they get to 60-70 minutes.
Rumbustious cup football from Lincoln City, whose game plan seems
to beat Luton Town in the end quite comfortably.
Here's Gittins. McGrandles got there. There's George. Oh, that's a beautiful hit. 2 minutes in, and Chelsea are right back in it. Tyreek George with a rocket from out of nowhere.
Well, it's an absolute peach. He's hardly... So he's come up with some big moments early in his professional career.
That's Street. On Chalobah. In control for a lot of the first half. They have to find some here. Fernandez. There was a little push in the build-up. Malo Gusto going for this. Buonanotte. Here's George again. Buonanotte with a flood of goal, and still, and he's walked it in. And Chelsea have come out of the blocks in this second half, really firing. Lincoln's dreams, well, momentarily dashed. Well, they've been caught short and cold.
Yeah, they've got enough bodies back there to deal with it. No.
Just a far post, Ariqua away. It's amazing how quickly momentum can... Gusto for Garnacho. There's a little dink ball for Hato. And he scoops it into the side netting.
Yeah, similar opportunity that of Gittins in the first half.
He didn't manage a shot on target. Buonanotte with the foul. House with his first involvement in the second period. Street scoops it. Towler. Oh, and Draper. And Hato has to sweep it away. Well, one little touch from a Lincoln foot, and that's going in for 2-2.
He's been frustrated on that.
On from Gusto to Garnacho. And still, Garnacho doesn't catch it. Lincoln looking to respond. There's a really good curling ball. who is going off. When it comes towards Hamer, well, that's not great from Jurgensen again, and turned wide by Draper, who suddenly saw his chance.
Yeah, Hamer again with it.
Now there is space, creating an overload down the right. There's the cross from Malo Gusto, and there is Buonanotte heading it wide.
Fraction too high, both full-backs involved once more. Looks like there's a spell.
Mixed it up in the first half. Hamer this time does go long, and it's Chelsea Gittins. Space for Fernandes, quickly.